It's been a decade since I've been diagnosed with ankylosing spondylitis, about 13, 14 years since symptoms started in my early 20s. So what I've tried to do with this channel is I want to help as many people with AS as I can, because when I was first diagnosed, I was struggling. I've had struggles over the years, and there's been some really key moments for me that changed everything for me, that gave me the opportunity to live a healthy life, and to enjoy life, to enjoy my life. For a while, I wasn't enjoying anything. In the beginning, everything was about the future, worrying about the future. No matter how I felt that day, flares, stiffness and tightness, even on days I felt good or felt better than other days, I still worried about the future because of what was told to me, because of what I saw online. Ankylosing spondylitis, chronic, progressive, we've all been reminded it's just going to get worse. As time goes on, it's just going to get worse. And that was kind of my motto early on. It's just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse. So I was really living in that fear of the future, and I had no motivation to do anything. So I've tried to shift the narrative a little bit, because I think it's so important that we can't think about the future. With this, with ankylosing spondylitis, with anything, we have to live for each day. We have to live for today. Everything's about today. And this is challenging, but this is the most important lesson that I learned over the years. The day I realized that I had to stop worrying about the future, it didn't do any good for me, just to worry about things that haven't happened yet. And I was wasting time. Days were wasting away just thinking about the future. I wasn't enjoying life. I wasn't living in the moment. And even on days where I had pain, where I had stiffness and tightness, I still tried to do my best to just be right there, be in the moment, working on meditation, mindfulness, gratitude. What type of workout can I do that I can enjoy? So the shift for me was, I stopped thinking about things I couldn't do. And I'm talking about over a decade ago. This was the main shift for me. I stopped thinking about, man, I can't believe I can't sprint like I used to, play sports. I can't deadlift, bench press, squat. I can't work out like anyone else would who just wanted to get in shape. And I stopped thinking about that. All I thought about was, I had gratitude for, what can I do? How can I get some energy out? How can I work out? How can I still be in fitness, still be a personal trainer? And I forgot about everything else, and I just thought about, what can I do? And that's where kind of my whole philosophy of fitness started. For the moment you're at right now, what can you do right now that feels good, that challenges the body, but you feel good? And this can mean anything. So for me, I was trying everything. Different yoga stretches modified to me. I was doing this daily. I was walking a lot more because I was finding that walking was very beneficial for me. I was swimming. I was doing things that felt good. I was using a lot of resistance bands. I was tweaking every exercise to me, just to have some gratitude, just to be in that moment, just so I could work out again, because at the time, nothing else was working. I was always in pain after I worked out. And I'm talking about someone who was in fitness. I was a personal trainer, but in that moment, the fatigue, the joint pain, spondylitis, just my thoughts around spondylitis, I was just trying to do what I used to do, and I wasn't there yet. So this has been my philosophy. Where are you at right now? Don't worry about the other stuff. Worry about what you can do right now. What can you do? A couple thousand steps, walking around the house, some stretches around the house. Put together things that you can do. So for me, resistance bands, machines, walking. And then I was able to build this base, and I was able to realize, oh, okay, maybe I can work out. Maybe I can do these mini routines. When I'm really stiff and tight, I can do this stretch on the ground, or seated, or using a wall. So I started to find some gratitude with, well, these are things I can do. I can move my body. I can release some tension. I can get looser. And that changed everything for me. And then over time, as I kept building, I kept progressing on these things. And these were movements that anyone can do. Countertop push-ups, supported downward dog, and movements I still do today. So find that base, live for today. What can you do today to get going? Forget about the future. This was my biggest lesson with ankylosing spondylitis. And this is what I want to just keep helping younger folks newly diagnosed, or helping anyone I can, or just talking to others, trying to find out the best ways we can get moving, because we know movement's crucial, but how we go about it is the most important thing. I don't think there's a limit to what we can do with ankylosing spondylitis. So today, I play basketball, I run, I'm able to do a lot of things, but that's because I broke this down and I started really from scratch, which is okay. I enjoyed the process, And now I see a decade plus later where I'm at, I would have never believed this was possible. Never in the wildest dreams. So this is what I'm trying to stress to people. Maybe we have to start from scratch. Maybe we have to start over a little bit, and that's okay. We can live for today. We can live for what can we do today. And I promise you, over time, you'll be able to progress and get back to some of those things you want to do. Just enjoying what we can do right now. That's my biggest lesson with AS. See you next time.